Hello there, everybody! I'm Mr. Game Pie. Welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 10, and today we're going into the Wily Fortress. There he is, doing the eyebrows at us. And now it's time for our real test. Notably, well, all the Mega Man games generally start out at, the castle levels by having you invade the fortress to some degree. This game is kind of notable in the fact that you just sort of walk in. Although this does have a really good tone here at the beginning. Oh, okay. I was trying to have him jump over me. But no, it didn't quite work out. Oh well. Yeah, look at this. It's just, we go straight through the front door. No need to climb up a wall and enter from above or anything like that. Just walk straight in. Of course, we are walking straight into a boss. So, yeah, this is the Memory Archive. It's going to take the patterns of all sorts of bosses throughout the rest of the Mega Man series and throw them at us. So, we have Woodman from 2, Elecman from 1, and Gemini Man from 3. And, yeah, don't think that this level was just that. No. There's quite a bit more to it. But yeah, honestly, this is one of my favorite elements of Mega Man 10. Like, this whole intro section right here. Start off with the somber music, go straight into a boss battle with some classic opponents, and then you turn up the music into one of the best Fortress songs I think exists in the series. Also, this level also has split pathways. 2 of them! That is, there's 2 splits per pathway. And it is amazing. Like, this is the kind of Fortress level that gets remembered. Typically, in the Mega Man series, the Fortress levels just aren't really that interesting overall. But, man, this really starts you out strong. Just in every possible way. I love it. Also, Sheepman's gimmick returns. You know, as is usual, all the various gimmicks of the previous stages will be returning for these levels in various ways. Alright. So, as you can see, there's another gate down there, another Dr. Wily symbol, and thus, another boss battle. And now we have Robot Masters from 4, 5, and 6. It's Ringman from Mega Man 4. I did a Let's Play that recently. Nice! Yeah, he's a lot easier to dodge than his original incarnation. It's Flame Man from 6. And, yeah, I'd say that he's actually one of the harder Robot Masters to dodge in this scenario. And Napalm Man from 5. Napalm Man was actually changed quite a bit from his original incarnation, since originally you needed the ability to slide to really dodge his napalm bombs. But of course, you can't slide in this game if you're playing as Mega Man, so they had to change it a little bit. Made it a lot easier to avoid. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right, just jump into that thing. These mouse enemies are very unique and interesting, though. I like them a lot. This level does have a lot of zigzag pathways, though. It can be a little bit tedious to go through these sections over and over and over again. Alright. And the spider just jumps down. These bomb blocks aren't solid to anything but Mega Man himself. Your weapons will bounce off of them, and enemies will just pass right through them, so keep that in mind. It might help you make a day spider jump into a pit. Alright, so we're coming to the end stretch. The final section of this level. Ah, still got hit. At least there was lots of energy that dropped. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to use the Solar Blaze in this segment. My first instance of using a special weapon in this level. Isn't that amazing? But, yeah, due to its large hitbox and the fact that it pierces through multiple foes, it's very easy to take those guys out with a single shot of this thing. Beautiful! And it can also pierce through shields, so that helps too. It's just really good in this section in general. Anyway, let's go back to the Mega Buster again. Now, all of the Robot Master memory cores, they all have their own weakness, based on the original weakness of the Robot Master. Electman is weak to the Wheel Cutter, because he was originally weak to the Rolling Cutter. Woodman is weak to, I believe it's the Solar Blaze, because he was originally weak to the Atomic Fire. Let's see here. Gemini Man is weak to the Wheel Cutter, because he was originally weak to the Search Snake, which is also a ground-traveling weapon. Let's see here. Ringman is weak to the Solar Blaze, because he was originally weak to the Pharaoh Shot, which is also a fire-based weapon. Napalm Man is weak to the Rebound Striker, because he was originally weak to the Crystal Eye, which is also a rebounding weapon. Flame Man is weak to the Water Shield, because there's no wind weapon in this game, and there were already two Robot Masters weak to the Wheel Cutter, and that's the ground-traveling weapon of the game. And then there's the last three Robot Masters here, with Slash Man being weak to the Chill Spike, since he was originally weak to the Freeze Cracker. Let's see here. Frostman is weak to the Commando Bomb, because he was originally weak to the Flash Grenade, or the Flash Bomb. And then Tornado Man is weak to the Thunderwool, because he was originally weak to the Plug Ball. Also notably about the last three Robot Masters is that all of them are weak to secondary effects. So you have to hit with the Spike of the Chill Spike, the Explosion of the Commando Bomb, and the Lightning of the Thunderwool, rather than just the weapon's direct hit. So here we have the second Wily stage, and it gets very instant death happy. That's why I bought all the beat calls and all of the spike protectors, because of this stage. Just, yeah, there's a lot of instant death here. You probably want it. Alright, let's get rid of that wall and get myself an E-Tank. Aside from being the instant death stage, it's also the rush stage. You're going to find plenty of areas where the rush coil and the rush jet are very useful. At least, relative to how often you find areas where he's useful in other areas of the game. Although it is entirely possible to go through this game without ever using rush whatsoever. It is rather difficult to do that, though. Alright, let's get some of that weapon ammo. It's also a bit of a mini-boss rush, so yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going on in this stage. And yeah, here we see how you have to normally fight Suzak and Phoenix. See how many hits they're taking whenever I'm not using the Commando Bomb? And see how annoying they can be whenever you're not using the Commando Bomb? They're basically just Heatman, as birds. And here we have a new type of instant death, Crushing. These crushers feel very random, unfortunately. I can't ever quite tell when they're going to crush. But I always feel very nervous that they're going to do it at the worst possible second. Alright, let's get some more Rush Coil going on here. And some more Triple Blade. Because it's another mini-boss! Unfortunately, the castle mini-boss doesn't show up again. Because I never did get to show myself using the Water Shield against that guy. And man oh man, the Water Shield is super useful against that guy. At least I showed it back in my 2011 Let's Play of the game. And there we go. So, now we're going to see why I didn't take the Max Tank back at the shop. Because it's right here. There's one free one, and you can only ever hold one at a time, so no need to just try to get multiple or anything. So for this section, you really want to try to stay at the top of the screen. Though that is much easier said than done. since everything's going to try to knock you back down. But there we go, I did it. Not a problem at all. This is a bit of a tricky section. You have to jump on top of this guy and then climb the ladder. If you don't have him there, it's pretty much impossible to make that jump to the ladder. There we go. Let's get the jet in. It is possible to make that jump without rush, but it's rather annoying to do so. Oh, that's bad. There we go. Yeah, let's see here. If I didn't have all of my beat calls and spike protections, I would have died twice in this stage now. But I do have all of those, so that's helpful. So here, it's time for me to finally use a weakness against one of these bosses. It's a giant enemy crab! And it's not too hard. The commando bomb can hit 2 of its hitboxes at the same time, making it go down pretty fast. And there we go, it's dead. You can also use the Thunderwool to hit both hitboxes at the same time, though I believe that the Thunderwool does do less damage, even if it does get more hits on the boss. It also uses more ammo, so you may as well just commando bomb it. You can also destroy the crab's, like, pinchers, so that's an effective thing to do if you really want it to stop hitting you. And it also had a move, where it shoots bubbles at you that we never actually got to see. But either way, we're moving into the 3rd Wily stage now. And things are gonna get ridiculous. Alright, what do I want to use here? I'll just shoot at it. No need to get too fancy, especially whenever this game doesn't throw a whole lot of, you know, weapon ammo at you. Although there is a little bit. Although, I guess this particular level is going to throw a lot of weapon ammo at you. They suspect that you've probably used up a lot of your ammo at this point, so they're going to be handing out some freebies. Alright, so Mega Man 9 had a section where you were going upwards, and you had to fire your Mega Buster to essentially propel you in the opposite direction. It was a pretty intense section, and I feel like this part is supposed to be Mega Man 10's edition of that moment, where you've got an elevator and you have buttons on either side to make it go left or right. It's nice. Alright, let's Solar Blaze this guy. There we go. Shields don't matter to the Solar Blaze. They'll heat you up regardless. Let's see, I think I want Triple Blade here. Because we have some of those shrimp enemies alongside these platforms. Yeah, there we go, that's it. If you're trying to jump on these switches here constantly, it can be pretty easy to respawn enemies over and over again. But by doing this little fancy trick, you can kind of avoid doing that somewhat. Although this does become harder and harder as spikes line the ceilings more. There we go. Oh, okay. Well, I have the spike protection for a reason. I was probably just refilling Triple Blade constantly anyway. Alright, there we go. So let's just try to speedrun this area here. There we go, got it. And get rid of this guy, we don't want you around here. I always find that if I tried to shoot the Day Spider near the bottom of the screen... Wait, do I have max lives? I do have max lives, well that's nice. Yeah, I always find that if I try to shoot the Day Spider that was right here from off on the ladder, it always drops a power-up, and then I'm never fast enough to obtain it, so I try to just wait for a little while before killing that guy these days. Now, despite having spike protection, if these spikes crush us against the elevator here, we're still dead. And there we go. And we start all the way back over here again. So, we're gonna do some editing. Alright, here we go. Let's try this elevator section again. That time I did it without using any special weapons whatsoever, so I might show like a sped up version of that, but maybe I won't. It just depends. Alright, here we go. So yeah, this isn't too hard, just don't get crushed. Who would have guessed? I suppose you could try to use some special weapon fanciness to get rid of the Mets, like early and such, but I don't know. So I've got like 8 lives still. I'm not gonna bother getting that extra life down there. It's just not worth it. And there we go. Alright, so some commando bomb. Wow, I'm actually full right now. That's nice. May as well. Alright, so are y'all ready to see the first rebound striker in this playthrough? There we go, that's it. That's the rebound striker. And get ready to see more of it, because this boss is weak to the rebound striker. And it's a room! Mega Man games always seem to have a boss that's just, you're fighting the room. This is generally the safest place to stand. You only have to dodge, like, 3, 4 of the blocks if you're standing in this particular position. And they're not that hard to predict. Alright, here we go. I said earlier that, you can basically make the rebound striker do more damage by, oh, okay, yeah, that's just, okay, yeah. You can make the rebound striker do more damage by making it rebound multiple times before having it hit its opponent. But getting that to actually work is rather difficult to pull off. Oh, okay, that hit. Also, I'm going to take out the triple blade. While the boss isn't weak to the triple blade, well, it can hit the boss while it's down there. Although do be careful, because if the boss dies, the entire boss disappears. So, all those sections that are normally pits whenever the boss is, like, outside the walls, they'll be pits. And those pits will kill you. So yeah, I believe that this boss is called the Block Devil. Not to be confused with the Yellow Devil, or the Green Devil, or the Twin Devil. Other similar bosses in the series. There we go, and now the boss is dead. And you can see where the holes are. And if you fall down those holes, you die. So guys, we're getting near the end of the game at this point. And I think that means that that'll be the end of this episode. So until next time, I'm Mr. Game Pie. See you later.